Hello. According to Britannica Academic, the show has been continually broadcast since its inception, making it one of the longest running shows in American history. This show has won more than 100 Emmy Awards, more than any other program. It is also broadcasted in 120 countries. How many of you in the audience grew up watching a television show with sunny days, friendly neighbors, and fuzzy creatures that lived on a popular neighborhood street? I am here to discuss a popular television show called Sesame Street. I am here to talk to you about the history, educational value, targeted audience, cast, characters, and special guests of Sesame Street. First, I will explore the history of Sesame Street. Sesame Street first started the program as an experiment to see if there was any interest in doing the show. To gauge interest, Sesame Street sent out its casts to tour the country. The performers entertained children who were accompanied by their parents on an outdoor stage. By doing this, it engaged interest in proceeding with the show. According to Vice President of Education and Research, Rosemary Trujillo, as of today, Sesame Street is still an ongoing experiment. The show focuses on preparing children for school and life's lessons. The producers of the show set out to test television as an educational medium with learning objectives measured to test groups of small children. By doing this research, it convinced them that children enjoyed watching television, so why not use it as its tool to educate them? In May of 1970, the show was banned by the Mississippi State Commission due to an integrated cast putting African Americans as equals instead of servants and entertainers. The show's producer was outraged and made it known through the news media. Due to this attention, 22 days later, the state reversed the decision. Next, we will explore the educational value of the show and its target audience. Sesame Street focuses on all aspects of a child's development: cognitive, social, emotional, and health needs. Their goal is to work with professionals and advisors who are experts in these areas to teach the needs of children that are age appropriate. The show seeks to engage children's minds to foster learning using academic skills, problem solving, positive socialization, with an increase of self-esteem. The show has also focused on real-life situations that hit close to home. For example, the death of Mr. Hooper, the attacks of 9/11, and COVID-19 pandemic, just to name a few. These types of shows focuses on how children go through a grieving process and how they may cope with isolation during a pandemic. Children who watch the show will go into kindergarten knowing their letters and their numbers. In addition, the educational value is expanded when a child watches a show with a parent or caretaker. Lastly, we will explore the cast, characters, and special guests that appear on the show. Sesame Street had a long tenured cast. Emilio Delgado and Sonia Manzano, who play husband and wife Luis and Maria Rodriguez, were on the show since 1971. Roscoe Orman, who plays Gordon, had been on the show since 1974. Bob McGrath had been with the show since its inception in 1969. He played Bob Johnson. Sesame Street has a core cast of puppet characters designed by Jim Henson. He is responsible for creating Big Bird, Elmo, Kermit the Frog, Bert and Ernie, Oscar the Grouch, and Cookie Monster. Those are the infamous puppets of Sesame Street. These characters capture the attention of children and adults everywhere. These characters are very impressionable. The show is known to have A-list celebrities appear as guests, such as Billy Joel, Jimmy Fallon, Sarah Jessica Parker, Adam Sandler, Cameron Diaz, and Lin-Manuel Miranda, just to name a few that have appeared on the show. Even First Lady Michelle Obama appeared on Sesame Street. How amazing is that? So today we've discussed the history, educational values, target audiences, cast, characters, and special guests of Sesame Street. According to Michael Davis's Street Gang, The Complete History of Sesame Street, the show began running its new episodes on cable channel HBO, with PBS getting the rights to air them 9 months later in 2016. I hope you were able to learn a little bit about the infamous television show Sesame Street. I thank you for your time. Good night.